My name is Patricia Mills Couture. I'm a descendant of Thomas O'Dowd from Killybegs, County Donegal, Ireland. Thomas, my grandfather, was born, I believe, in 1867. He came over to Canada on a British ship. He joined the British Navy and came over on the British ship. We believe perhaps that the Irish sailors weren't treated too well by the British on the ships. So when he got to Quebec City, we think he jumped ship. His name at the time was Thomas O'Dowd, and we think he dropped the O, perhaps so that he could join the Canadian Army under the name of Thomas Dowds. He met a French-Canadian girl in Quebec City, and they were married in 1907. Her name was Marie-Jeanne Girard from La Malbaie. We're not sure how they communicated because I'm sure Thomas didn't speak much French. But perhaps Marie-Jeanne spoke some English because her father was involved in the tourist industry in La Malbaie. A lot of Americans would spend their summers in La Malbaie. They had 8 children, my mother being one of them. Thomas went overseas during the First World War from 1916 to 1919. Marie-Jeanne died when she was 37. She left 8 children behind, and they were brought up in St. Bridget's Home here in Quebec City. So they didn't have too much French. They were brought up by the nuns in the St. Bridget's Home, so we never got the French connection from my grandmother's family, actually. Thomas died in 1947, I believe. He's buried here in St. Patrick's Parish in Quebec City. I did get to visit Killybegs in 2005 and met a first cousin, my mother's first cousin, which was very interesting, Veronica Dowds. Also, in the village of Killybegs at the time, there was a book that had been published by the dentist. I forget the dentist's name. And it was Killybegs Then and Now. And it was photos taken about 100 years ago, and then photos taken around 2000, 2005. And on the cover of the book, it was quite a thick book, was a fishing boat and some fishermen standing on the boat. It was just a little fishing boat. And it happened to be my grandfather's brothers that were on the boat, so that was kind of interesting. So of course we came home with a copy of the book. We were brought up as English people because my mother married a Mills. My name is Patricia Mills. So we went to St. Patrick's School here. I didn't speak French until I was about 16. So when I met my future husband, Couture, he didn't speak English and I didn't speak French. So don't know how we got along, but we've been married for 50 years and we're still going strong. So that's the way it is in Quebec City, you know, the French and the English, we get along fine and we intermarry, and there's not too many English people left here in Quebec City. But it's always been easy for us. There has never been any conflict because there were so few English in Quebec City that it didn't cause a problem for the French population. A little bit different perhaps in Montreal. So that's pretty much my story. That's it. Thank you.